It just leads on to the hashtag mental health. A lot of people on here and out here are using hashtag mental health for whatever the reason is. You know what's crazy? A lot of people talking about I'm bipolar. I feel like I'm this person. I feel like I'm that person. I'm going to turn into this person. You're not bipolar. Bipolar has to do with the emotions, your mood swings. You're feeling depressed one moment. You're happy one moment. You're angry the next. Now, mixed up personalities, that's schizophrenia. And what's crazy is you can catch on to people by listening to what they're saying. And there's a lot of people out here that suffer from hashtag mental health for real. And it's hard for them to stand up and actually get help. But you know what makes it hard for them to stand up and get help? The people out here that are abusing the hashtag mental health and then screaming, victim this, victim that. No, you know what's crazy? A lot of people that are victims, a lot of people that suffer from this end up standing up and fighting for it with the right help, with the right guidance. And there's a lot of people on here playing with it, which gets a lot of people on here, right, that have hashtag mental health. A lot of people don't believe when they really have it. And there's been a lot of problems out here with that. People have made money, gained money off of using hashtag mental health. Something's wrong with it. It's not the internet. I got all bars. Why is StreamYard freezing up like that? I just noticed that. But anyways, and I don't think it's funny. Like, to me, it's not a joke. Like, people really out here losing their life through depression or from schizophrenia or from hashtag, you know, like the bipolar depression. Like, it's so many hashtag mental health situations that are happening right now. And a lot of people are playing with it. And the ones that are really going through it are not being believed because of the ones that are taking it as a joke or playing around with it here on social media and off social media. For those of you that are doing it, listen, man, all I could tell you is karma's a bitch. That bitch doesn't ask you how you want it. That bitch is going to give it to you. There's so much going on around here. These kids are confused. And y'all keep pinpointing the finger at them. And can't none of you adults take accountability? It's messed up to have to hear how a kid could sit here and put two and two together before an adult. A kid could sit here and break bread with another kid before an adult does it with another adult. And yes, they fight, they argue, they beef, they do all this. But y'all, the way y'all portray kids here on social media, it's not the way that a lot of these kids are. And yes, there's a lot of bad apples in between there. But can we straighten them? We don't know. Time will never let us know because too many of these people trying to be negative. Too many people trying to be toxic. You know what I do with toxic shit? I Kobe them bitches right out the window. Kobe, trash can. That's what you do with toxic shit. You throw that shit right out the window. We need to educate our kids. We need to guide them to the right path. A lot of them are going to understand and get the message. A lot of them are going to be hard headed and take the hard route. At the end of the day, all we could do is guide them, protect them, teach them, especially us mothers. People, how he just said that. People, how he just said all that, and it's true. It's happening. The music that our kids is listening to, that we're letting them listen to. We want positive. Why not put some positive? There's a lot of positive music out there. There's a lot of music. Listen, I listen to a lot of different types of music: hip hop, rap, R&B, salsa, merengue, reggaeton, bachata. I listen to it all. What I really don't like is rap like that. But positive rap, I'll listen to. Something with a message, something to bring awareness. That I listen to. And you know, even though I listen to all that, my daughter still loves listening to her kids' music. She sits here, she watches these little shows on YouTube called Lanky Box and stuff like that. Like, I'm trying to get her to not focus on all this negative stuff. I don't want her to listen to this music that makes her feel like she needs to change herself or be somebody else. Those parents out here that are encouraging their kids to, oh, it's okay for you to listen to Cardi B. Listen, man, that WAP song that WAP song was so popular last year to the point that this year it's not the adults doing it. It's not the adults singing that damn song. It's the little girl singing that song. Every time I go outside, that's all you hear these little girls is twerking to the WAP song, or if not, whatever Meg the Stallion got out or Nicki Minaj. And you know what's crazy? As parents, we should talk to our kids. And I don't want my daughter listening to that. And I explained to her, one is not ladylike. She shouldn't be out here doing all that stuff. She's a young little girl that's about to turn into a young woman soon, and from a young woman, she's gonna be a woman. So I break everything down as the phases go, as the age, as they get older. Because as they get older, they're going to be asking questions. So each question got to get answered or explained. As our job as parents, we can't ignore the fact that they're sitting here wondering and trying to figure out things on their own. Just because you didn't have it that easy don't mean that you got to make their lives that hard. It's crazy. There's a lot of parents out here that wish they could make their kids' lives easy, but they're not in a situation to be able to do it. And even though they got 100 jobs, they sit here and try to give their child some time and still speak to their child, even if it's through a damn phone. But at least they try. So shout out to those parents out there that are actually doing that. Oh, what did I just do? I was trying to see the message. Blessings, young Riaz. How you doing, Riaz? So yeah, like it's so much out here. Like, yo, watching these little girls be twerking outside in these streets, talking about they can't cook, they can only dance, they can't clean, they can't do that, but they chasing these little boys. Half these little girls don't know how to wipe their ass, and they chasing these little boys. Like, come on, man. Like, y'all gotta really. I know y'all see it, but you know what? At the end of the day, you can't get through an adult. All this is happening because we're letting it happen. We know from right and wrong. We know what's going on around us, but yet we expose our kids to all this shit, and we don't even explain it. We just throw them out to the wolves. And look how he's talking about turning men into women and women into men. And it's true. Right now is the paraganda that is happening right there. That's the whole problem is happening right now. A lot of straights going to, a lot of straight people fighting the LGBT community, a lot of issues, a lot of questions. Kids out here asking the same thing. Like, is a man a woman, and is a trans woman a woman after the surgery? And I'm saying, I'm like, well, they was born with a penis and balls. So at the end of the day, like, no, it's a man. But I guess, because they got the surgery done and now they clipped off the eggplant and balls, they're not considered a man no more, even though their insides are male. Like, they had to rearrange everything in you. But allegedly they're considered. Now you got this. If you believe you're a kangaroo, you're a kangaroo. So these kids are really confused to the max. And a lot of these parents ain't really talking to them. You know what that gets me to be thinking about? Like, y'all seen the Matrix, and y'all seen how Neo comes to realize at one point where he says that choice ain't nothing but an illusion. Choice and options ain't nothing but an illusion. That's how we're making it. Because at the end of the day, we make it seem like we don't have no choices and no options, when in reality we do. There's ways to go about a lot of situations, but we choose to take the wrong route. We choose to make the wrong decision. We choose to make the wrong option. And for those of y'all, are you tripping? No, I'm not tripping. We have choices. We got options. But we decide to always end up taking the messed up route. And I don't know why, until we hit that wall and we realize, like, damn, I fucked up. I got no more chances. But why we got to keep teaching our kids to keep hitting that wall, when from the day that they're born, we could teach them morals, we could teach them respect? What is the problem with being a parent to your child? So those that are being a parent to their child, yo, shout out. Congratulations, because that's what we're supposed to be, parents. We're supposed to teach them. We're supposed to protect them. We're supposed to be their doctors, their nurses. But see, we can't do that nowadays because a lot of our kids, especially our girls, have been taught to especially us growing up. It was taught to us and we're passing it on. We was taught how to make these kids fatherless kids. For whatever the reason is, a lot of people are having a hard time co-parenting. And we're not seeing that our problems, we're passing it on to our kids. We're putting our world on their shoulders. And we're not realizing that we shouldn't be putting them in the middle of our problems. If we can't get along, right, and we got kids, we should find a way to work it out and co-parent with our kid. And our child should not see the problems that we have. We have to find ways so that if we as adults are having problems as a spouse and we got kids, we should find a way not to argue in front of them. We should find a way to, do our personal things. Like, what we're going to do. Like, for example, man, that we want to boink. I'm going to put it like that. Let's bring that word back. It's been a while since I've heard somebody use it. So let us shorty bring that word back. If you want to be boinking and stuff, take that somewhere where, your child is not around, because it's hard. It's crazy, right? I heard about a lot of old heads talk about, they was able to do this and do that when their kids wasn't around. There would be days where they would go without boinking, and they would have to, make a little, when the kid's not there, like, how can I say, like a date, dinner nights and stuff like that, and spice up the romance. But they would do it when their kids wasn't around. So I'm like, that would let me to know that at times they will go without doing it. It's like nowadays, motherfuckers can't be without sex. I'm dead serious. It's like people are addicted to sex. And when they get in relationships and they got spouses that are working and stuff like that, and it's vice versa, males do it, females do it. They can't seem to, the female put a chastity belt on and a male to keep his, inside his pants. It's like, everybody is making it seem like it's okay. You're supposed to cheat. Our ancestors allegedly were doing it. Our grandparents allegedly did it because they did it. We got to do it. So whatever happened to breaking the cycle? Whatever happened to making a difference? Ain't nobody doing it. We all got lazy. But we want the government to do this for us. What is the government going to do for us if we're not doing it for ourselves? If we're not standing up? If we're not speaking up? We're too scared. I'm not. I made my stand. But y'all, a lot of y'all, what is y'all waiting for? For it to be given to y'all? You know what's crazy? That a lot of y'all out here love the beef, love the drama. Y'all look for beef and can't handle the smoke. Y'all come out here thinking that y'all untouchable. And what's crazy is, right, unless you're walking with God by your side and you're fighting for the right thing, you're touchable. Y'all out here that think that y'all can start bullshit with people and think that y'all not going to get touched. I don't know what's running through your head, but I think you need to sit down and like analyze shit. It's too many people out here like, yo, they feeling real froggy and they want to just leap, hop, however you want to call it, and then end up with their heads blown off. It's too much going on nowadays, and y'all not even seeing it, and our kids are paying the consequences for it. Why? Because can't nobody seem to keep beef between themselves. They involve the kids, they involve family. Like if we're in some mafia, like if we're part of some gangs or some shit, and yet y'all saying, oh, I'm wondering why I don't see no change. Why? Because our ancestors are going in circles in their grave. We're doing the complete opposite of what we're supposed to be doing. Y'all talk about unity. We're more divided than ever. There's only a few people that are united. And what's crazy is those few people that are united are looking for more leaders so that they can lead these kids into the future, into the right path, to have a better future. But y'all stuck in the system. Y'all stuck in the matrix. Y'all still trying to figure out if you're going to take the blue pill or the red pill. And I'm sitting here trying to say that them options ain't nothing but an illusion. Because one allegedly makes you think that you got freedom. And the other one has you stuck in a world, in a reality that doesn't really exist. So which option do you take? The red pill, the blue pill? Do you keep going straight and figure out what future you're going to make for yourself? How you're going to better yourself? Or are you going to be in competition with the rest of the world still? Holding yourself back. Still trying to figure out why you're stuck. You can't make it forward. You can't get out. You can't accomplish nothing. Because you're too busy trying to get what this person has gotten. What this person has earned. What this person has worked hard for. Now, if we was to work united, I could understand why if somebody would say, look, listen, man, I did this. I deserve this. But how can you deserve something that you had no parts in? How can you claim something that doesn't belong to you? Whether it's business-wise, relationship-wise, friendship-wise, family-wise. How can we stay united? How can we become united if we got friends turning into enemies and family members turning into haters? Tell me. This world is crazy. I would say shady. Ironic, right? Nowadays, you can't trust no one. When you do, niggas be having their panties all in a bunch, thinking that they own one. Saying the things that you accomplished in life is theirs and that you owe them one. Nowadays, your friends turn into enemies and your family members are your biggest haters. Can't see you accomplish anything. What's more crazy is that they say as time passed by, it will heal everything. I seen time flash by and it revealed everything, leaving me on standby, ready to kill everything. Alone in the mirror saying, girl, yeah, everything. You don't need for anything, shorty. So if you haven't walked a mile in my shoes, take a minute and listen so you can consume everything. Me and you are not the same, so make sure that when you cross me, that's good. Make sure when you cross me, you look both ways. It's true. All this hate, we're giving it to each other. We're spending so much time hating each other, killing each other, and bringing each other down that when war came, we'll drop like flies. We're so divided. And what's crazy is that a lot of us sit here and kiss ass to the people that say I love you and stab you in the back. A lot of us sit here and say, oh, I'm going to move on after this person has disrespected you. But you go back. How is you moving on if you're still taking 2 steps back? Moving on means, damn, like this person disrespect you, leave them where they at. Because why do you want that negativity in your life? Why do you keep looking for it? It's like some of y'all need it. Y'all can't live without it. That's the crazy part. Y'all just love the toxic shit in this world. Y'all like being miserable. Y'all say y'all want change. Y'all say y'all want a difference. But you can't do that. Why? Because you're too busy trying to be a victim. Survivors come out of being victims. And the only way you can move forward is by lifting yourself up and climbing up that ladder and stop seeing yourself as a victim. Because shit happens. Listen, at the end of the day, we all fighting for something. We all sitting here, how can I say it? Wanting a difference, making a difference, but it's up to you on what you do and how you do it. It's up to you if you want to keep the drama going. And if you don't, stop thinking that everybody that rides with you is for you. And always remember that not all family members are with you, rocking for you. You have to watch your circle. You have to watch your surroundings. Because at the end of the day, listen, man, for some reason, money and fame, it changes people. It really does. And I don't know what is wrong with a lot of people here, but if we don't change ourselves, if we don't unite, if we don't do what we got to do now, trust me, in a year or so, in a couple years from now, we're going to see the consequences of us falling for the banana in the tailpipe. Like, yo, I feel like right now we live in the Matrix. And that's my opinion. But guys, that's all the time that I got for right now. What I'm gonna do real quick is I am going to end this live stream with this song. Shout out to Tink. Give a shout out to Tink because I could really relate to this song. Yo, it really goes with what I just said right now. And I listen to the song when I am down and I uplift myself because it's true. Like when you feel like it's you against the world, you just gotta get up and keep fighting for what you believe in. Because regardless of anything, down the path, you're gonna have haters. You're gonna have people that is gonna want what you have. You're gonna have people that is gonna want to steal what you've earned. They're gonna want to listen, man. You got leeches out here, and they be the first ones that want to see you go missing. Trust me. Those that be saying I love you, I got you, those will be the ones you gotta really, really watch. I want to take a minute. I want to thank everybody for supporting the shorty, for rocking out with a shorty. If you haven't, make sure you hit that like button, help a shorty out, get into the algorithm. Let's pass this message. Let's listen, man. Let's help reach the youth. Because, like I've said before, I'm not doing this for the adults. I'm doing this because the youth is listening. The youth likes the idea that I am coming up with when it comes to these community centers and much more. And I would love for all those leaders that are out there to come together and we could actually do something. Let's unite. Because listen, man, united we conquer and divided we crumble. So next time, this is your show, Rachel. I hope all of y'all have a blessed and humble day. I hope all of y'all continue to have a blessed and humble morning. And make sure y'all listen to the lyrics of this song because, yo, it hits deep.